Yeah, my name is Wendy, Kennah. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Procom. We're an IT solutions organization. We help clients find talent for their organization on a contract or a direct hire basis, but we also work with them on workforce solutions. A lot of what we're doing from a compensation standpoint and why having a robust compensation program is important is that we need to ensure that we're always out in the market, building relationships and selling, because on the consulting side, it really is about getting talent to clients at the time that they need it. And if we're not incenting those types of behaviors, we're not going to be able to meet our own internal targets for growth. Before we started with Forma, what we had was our own proprietary system. It served us well for many years, but as our business grew and we started to enter different service lines and we had different outcomes that we expected from different individuals, we had a one-size-fits-all compensation plan, and that wasn't really driving the behaviors that we wanted. So we were stuck in the way that we were able to go to market because our compensation didn't match the behaviors that we wanted to see from our salespeople. Second was really on data quality, just how that data was entered into the system and the different salespeople that were attributed to each sale. It was very easy for there to be errors, and it was really hard to capture and to find those errors. So often it led to overpayments. So we just had leakage within the commission program that over time led to a significant cost for the organization. Our top 3 goals for implementing a sales commission tool was really focused on being able to have tailored compensation plans depending on the role that we had in the organization. So whether you were a recruiter, a salesperson, a leader, we could have different plans coming from the same data set. We also wanted to add different data sets into the compensation plan. So we had activity data coming from one system, we had financial data and transaction invoicing data coming from another. And in order to marry those two together into one plan, we didn't previously have that capability unless it was 100% manual. So that was one of the largest reasons to go outside. And we also were looking for opportunities to have quotas and tiers within our commission plan. We probably did the old school way. We Googled what are the top ICM tools in the market, and the experience we had with Forma is really what set it apart. When it came down to it, every step along the way, we felt that there was a good working relationship with Forma. We also knew that we didn't want to take on the work to be creating our own plans. We're not compensation experts. From a commission standpoint, we know what outcomes we wanted to achieve. We knew essentially what we wanted to do. We didn't want to build all the logic to get that done. And that was all part of the package that we had with Forma, which would ultimately led us to selecting them. We do have a large data set, probably have like 60 to 70,000 transactions that happen, and our team was used to seeing commissions more regularly in the system. So we didn't want something that wasn't going to be refreshed daily. We wanted people to be able to see the progress. And so having a system and having a partner that was going to be able to even be more robust than what we currently had in terms of visibility and transparency was important to us. The ability for somebody to be able to ingest from different data sources and to be able to build plans around that was important for us, as well as just the ability to customize and configure different plans, but also have somebody else work with our data and help us make our plans come to life versus us having to create those plans and figure out how to work the logic in this tool, because we had a very short time frame when we started our process of discovery with tools back in January, and we were live on the system by July. When we started our journey with Forma, they were like, oh, well, you can change your plans with a lot of ease. And I was like, yeah, but we haven't changed our sales plan. We haven't changed our compensation plans in 20 years. And since we've gone on Forma, we've probably changed like one or more plans like every quarter. So whether it's adding a new plan or because we've identified a new position or a new incentive structure that we needed to have, or we've overhauled a whole team's comp plans or a whole leadership comp plan. We've done that multiple times in the past 3 years. And it's something we just wouldn't have taken on previously as an organization because of the amount of work it would have taken for us to do the calculations. And now we're just constantly looking how we can be enhancing our compensation plans to drive the outcomes we want, and we don't use the work it will take to get that done as something to hold us back, because we know we're going to be able to achieve those outcomes without the heavy lift on our own internal team. That's something that I think any company that's looking for an ICM partner, they should take that into consideration. Being able to transform your business and be agile with your compensation plans. You don't want your own internal staff or your own time to be the thing that holds you back from getting the outcomes you want. You want to have a partner that's going to help you, achieve those commission and compensation outcomes, and you focus on what you do best and driving the sales for your organization. By not focusing on the output of our commission, we're focusing more on like, how do we grow our business? That's the most important thing for any organization. And that's really where we've been able to focus our time versus focusing on, did we pay somebody the right commissions? Because we're working with Forma and we know that part's getting done.